Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Kane's Wrath replay. Spawn on the right side as the orange, let's see, orange GDI. We have Powered OD. Spawn on the left side as a really hard to tell green Steel Talons. We have Radar OwnZ. And spawning as the Observer, we have John. Sorry. Barracks going out, like I'm going for some drafting, 2 Tiberian spikes in this region. 1 squad has been drafted. He is perhaps trying to draft out another squad as well. Very nice. Now do have another pair of riflemen, another drafted squad making their way, perhaps trying to hit this region. Over here, let's see. It's hard for me to tell if green on this background, but it doesn't look like. Okay, he's drafted out squad now. He's going a bit of a late deployment here. Went for a refinery. He's going to try to secure up this refinery now. Of course, getting inside this garrison will of course prevent any sort of aggression towards the refinery, at least from the infantry unit. Whole digs in the squad here. Those rifleman squads will not be able to contest with the engineer to capture that Tiberian spike. Rifleman squad's receiving lots of fire there. Does lose 1 squad. Nope, he didn't lose 1 squad. Very close to it. This GDI rifleman squad will come in for a scout. This GDI rifleman will find some Tiberian poisoning. And that squad will quickly get ripped apart there. Got a mutual trade here. Looks like orange will come out top, but barely. And next squad will come up forward as well. And the GDI rifleman here, green should lose out, they engage each other. All depends on the engagement. And yep, orange will get the first shot off as well. Pitbull does find some hits there. We'll find 3 of his opponents Pitbulls. Receive lots of rockets there, and will go down. Does get some rockets on his opponent. And we do also have, looks like a war factory here. Didn't deploy out his other refinery quite wide. Maybe there was not enough room to build it here. And now MCV is making his way down south towards this point. Up north, looks like orange has a big escort to protect this blue Tiberian harvester. I can't speak today, can I? Green is not going for his green blue Tiberium just yet. He's made his way up north to this northern expansion. Does have his economy in low power. Now back to normal power thanks to deployments MCV. And I've got the Pitbulls making their way down south, trying to engage some forces. Perhaps trying to harass the blue Tiberium crystals, even though there's no blue Tiberium being collected. See that harvester, yep. Not a full load, but that should give him a couple thousand extra credits. Expanding out his refineries as well. Very nice. The Foxhole is receiving some fire there. Pitbulls will find a Guardian Cannon there. When the Pitbulls do go down, Guardian Cannon was an unusual thing to see right there. Do now have some Titans now deployed on the field. Another load of blue Tiberium he's going for. And maybe not enough room for our load. Maybe enough for 2 loads down here. Orange looks like pulling out another refinery soon. Or command post. He may be going for some armor-piercing rounds right now, as well as perhaps just generally taking up. Green is just going for, we saw a couple of Titans. We do have some Pitbulls advancing forward. Titan just being defensive. Trying to deal with this Foxholes of his opponent. And that watchtower was not necessary. You have a large number of Pitbulls now deployed out by orange. Now these forces are making their way forward. There's a good number of pit bulls all pulled out by green. Get some great damage on that garrison. Well, it won't be staying around that garrison. Orange's pit bulls. He has a far superior number of pit bulls as well. Let's take out, looks like a rifleman squad that was right there. And now let's go Orca bombing run. Get some damage here. Misses a harvester. And a pair of guardian cannons are here. Beacon was placed there. Was that a stratosphere? Nope, that's one of Orange's Firehawks. Green does have some orcas on the field. Does get some bombing runs. 2 airfields have been pulled out by the GDI player. The Steel Hamburgers, of course, has his orcas out on the bout. Another airfield is pulled out. Does go ahead and laser offense the command post. And Orange makes his way down south with some pit bulls. You have, of course, this single foxhole here, and will be quickly cleaned on up. I think he may, or the Steel Talon Survivor may have armor-piercing rounds. Yes, he does. And now we do have a good engagement here. Number of pit bulls going down for both sides, but I think Green is doing a little bit better. His main force has been engaging Orange's main force for quite some time now. And yep, looks like Orange is going to be forced back off. So we do have some Firehawks now pulled up by Orange, going for a bombing run. And thanks to that laser fence, he does manage to stay alive with that war factory. We have another airfield pulling on out. It's queuing up something. Probably more Firehawks. It could be for orcas. Could be hard points, because getting an extra set of bombs for the Firehawks wouldn't be half bad. Orca bomber run making its way over here. Right, I can see the beacon. It's going to be a juicy hit. Getting some good damage on one harvester and good damage. Really poor damage on another one. That's going to be much worse. Massive bomb run there takes out another refinery. Did he go for hard points? Oh, looks like one of those Firehawks go down to the Firehawks of his opponent. Green now has some Firehawks. I think all of Orange's Firehawks have gone down, though. There's still at least one up in the air. Not sure where. I'm sort of curious if I can click on it and see if we get hard points. And do have a scan right there. And now do got the Stratosphere there. He does have hard points onto those Firehawks. And does take out that airfield with a Firehawk on the ground. Orange's Firehawks engaging other Firehawks. We do have the APCs and Predator tank getting some good damage there. Orange making his way forward with more ground forces. And Green has a massive wave of pit bulls. He does have the pit bull mortar as well. That gives him pretty good effective damage versus infantry as well as structures. However, it does have a good chance of doing friendly fire damage. Orange does not have pit bulls or pit bull mortars. We don't see railgun either. You see armor-piercing rounds for Orange. There's the mortar. Gets a good hit there. Takes out that harvester with nearly full load. Green's getting some good hits there onto Orange's pit bulls there, but it does have a good number of APCs slowly whittling away. It does find the Firehawks in a lucky engagement. Firehawks decide to straddle jet out of there. Or in. Does take out one airfield there. I think there was aircraft from deck. Not sure how much. One does to go down. The other one's trying to escape on out of there. Straddle fire. Straddle jet. Let's see, what's the actual ability called? Straddle fire. Okay. We do have, of course, a Marv deployed out by the Steel Talons player. We do not see a Marv reclamation hub over here. This one is pulling some more pit bulls now. We do got a good amount of green Tiberian field in the middle of the map. Marv could just go ahead and just claim it if he doesn't really want to expand down here. They'll get an immediate spike on income and perhaps deny expansion to his opponent. So Orange does have a good amount of expansion possibilities over here. Not sure what was right there. Green's making his way down south. He has a good engagement there. Could potentially take out that refinery very quickly, especially with the Pitbull motor. And we got a missile barrage there. Does get some great hits there onto those APCs and doing some great damage there. Even getting some damage onto the Tiberium. I think all those crystals went down, and he is going back on off. Thank you for the follow, GWA Asprey. I think that probably butchered your name enough. We do now have some Juggernauts now deployed out on the field. We do have these Pitbulls making way up to the north. Speaking about Pitbulls, we do have orange Pitbulls facing forward. No Pitbull mortar, but a lot of splash damage onto these refineries, taking out one of them. Another one goes down. But there's like multiple... 3 fully loaded harvesters do go down. That's quite a bit of harvesters lost and Tiberium lost. That's going to deny a lot of Green's economies. Green has less of a Tiberium to collect as well, so he needed that income. So Orange is going to go through the firing gauntlet of still base defense still leaning around, including a Guardian Cannon. Some of the Pitbulls, Orange Pitbulls, maybe we'll skip on out there, but now we do have the Titan. He's been upgraded of reactive adaptive plating. Good hits there. If Titan's getting focused down quite a bit, you can always turn on adaptive plating and make it receive a lot more abuse. Tiberium Spike will in fact go down right there. Green needs that money. And now Green has not a whole lot. He does have a handful of harvesters. 2 right there, 1 right here, not a whole lot. He does have access to the Mar for to collect credits from the center of the map. He actually maybe max out credits. I don't see the +1s. The players are Raider OwnZ and Powered O. Okay, there we go. Got some credits being spent. I wonder if Green's actually maxed out.
Unit under attack.
No, he's definitely not maxed out. It's just the Marv wasn't moving around enough to collect the Tiberium. Juggernaut firing away, getting some good damage there on the Pitbulls. Juggernaut could go down or could try crushing some of these Pitbulls. Good mortar hits there. Massive mortar barrage onto the War Factory. He does hit the War Factory quite quickly thanks to the Pitbull mortars. We hitting some of these power plants as well. Gotta be very careful. Splash down some of his own more Pitbulls. At least one. Other good AoE damage there. APC's now receiving a bit of fire there, trying to use those Pitbull mortars, but looks like they're being a bit too accurate. They're all hitting on the same location. Needs some good damage right there, taking out those Pitbulls. We've actually taken out the Tiberium Spike as well. He's starting to back off the low ground. And looks like Green's Pitbulls may just need to go back for some repairs, or at least away from the enemy. That also works out as well. Looks like got another Orca bombing run making its way right there. The fighter still has plenty of health. Oh, and we've got a bit of a bugged out harvest right there. Or he actually microing that with the void. Does take out that pile of Tiberium at least. We have a handful of Predator tanks here. No railgun upgrade. We know that the adaptive plating upgrade was selected for the Steel Talons. No railgun technology. And looks like another Firehawk dogfight there. And looks like Orange was victorious. He must be making way forward. He does have a couple of Grenadiers walking over the field, Tiberium field. That's not exactly great. And he's loaded up with 2 rockets, 2 Grenadiers. He's not going for any engineers. So this one's going to be a combat Marv. Rifleman's being splashed down. Orange has a good number of Pitbulls there. Does avoid the Pitbull mortars. But overall, Orange is getting super outnumbered, even though his opponent's very wounded. He just simply can't get any killing blows. Mortar barrage right there, getting some good hits there on the mortars. Behemoth or Mammoth does find the good hits there as well. As we taking out this refinery, getting some good damage onto it. It does not take out the refinery just yet. We use an Orca Bomb Run to help finish it off. Marv going around collecting some more Tiberium. And it looks like he's going to be backing on off. Needs some repairs, that's for sure. Juggernauts are making their advance. Still got a good line of behemoths there. This is just content on long distance harvesting and getting some various other credits there. I'm not so sure what the Marv's movement is. It's just moving the Marv just seems awfully weird to me. I don't know why. There's 3 Juggernauts right there. Behemoth's firing up some barrages as well. Looks like all the orange APCs are going down. We've got a big wave of Titans. They do all have adaptive plating turned on, which increases the armor and reduces rate of fire. Doesn't reduce the damage, just damage per second. Ecobass can kind of crush those Juggernaut corpses with his Titans. And right now, he's getting some good hits there. Does activate the adaptive plating once again. Doesn't need all of them turned on, just only some of them. And Marv actually did go down right there. Sorry I missed that. As well as all the Juggernauts. Looks like these Predator tanks get a good flank in. How did the Marv go down? Must have been those Juggernauts that did it. Orca Bomb Run. Does got one of the Titans there. Mammoth takes makes way forward, gets good damage in. Needs to turn on that plane on the front guy, let it draw fire. The other guys can leave it off and open fire. And those guys just will make us up way up north, go for a bit of a drive-by per se. Good is there onto the rifleman, and we do of course have a couple of Mammoth tanks, no railgun. You could perhaps claim that Juggernaut husk, or run it over. Didn't run over. I must be going crazy. Oh, that's a lot of friendly fire damage right there. Let's take out the refinery there that was collecting some blue Tiberium. There was actually quite a bit there. Now the MCV's receiving some fire, does use some layers of defense there. Hammer man tanks coming in to support the MCV. Orange still has a Tiberian spike. Green's Tiberian fields are starting to replenish. Not sure how many harvests he has. He does have 2 harvests right there. There's plenty of Tiberium for them. So this one was claiming blue Tiberium. This one's claiming blue Tiberium as well. And now Green has to pull out another Marv. Let's see what hard points he gets. What a good idea to go get at least 1 engineer. Wait, that's Green's MCV. Green's MCV does get spotted by a single rifleman. That single rifleman's getting some good damage. MCV has no armor to protect itself. And these Titans are streaming on in, trying to get some kills there onto these harvesters. Pitbulls or APCs trying to come in back to respawn. Green's pitbulls now pushing way forward. The Morts can help them engage these structures, take up a improved power plant there. Some Titans not being cleaned on up. We do have, of course, some Grenadiers throwing some grenades. APCs charge on in with rear armor exposed to those pitbulls. And pitbulls are getting some good hits there onto those APCs. The APCs are getting grinded out up right there. The Mammoth tanks are pretty far to respond. The Mammoth tanks maybe just want to be aggressive. They're heavy armor, not good for defense. They're offensive vehicle. Do get some great kills there when they finally got to range. Marv's not being loaded up with 2 rocket missiles, 2 Grenadiers again. He must have liked that combination. And he does have a single multiple Firehawks coming back. Does get some dogfights there. Orange takes out another round of Firehawks for Green. But that one will escape on out of there. He may have lost one of his own. Pitbull's trying to make sure he loses more, but he does escape out with the remainers. And Orange is going to take time to clean up the rest of this Tiberian. I still don't know what the Marv exactly is doing. He's just sitting there, not really collecting. We do got a Orca bombing run over there, which may be successful killing off some of these. Oh, they moved around to engage the Orcas, but they still got some kills there. Over here, we do course out the Juggernaut Husk. And Green's MCV is still up here. We know it was spotted earlier by a single rifleman. Going for an engineer here, trying to get some credits. We may need to get out some more harvesters. This field has grown quite a bit. There we go. We at least got one refiner, 2 harvesters. That's probably a good number for that small field. 1 harvester is here. Another one's trying to grab blue tib. That one needs to be retasked with this green tib. This kind of Tiberian Spike. This one's still control of orange. He will need to get a escort. I'm not so sure how quickly a single rifleman model of AP rounds can kill off an engineer. Well, he's Steel Talons. The Steel Talons once has a revolver, right? Or a gun. Does get the kill there with the Orca bomb run. Does not get the kill on the aircraft, however. Yeah, Steel Talons has a combat engineer, not a regular engineer. So he does have a handgun, and I genuinely want to see that combat engineer get a kill and capture this Tiberian Spike. If any case of that handgun's going to do any work, it should be at that moment of time. Howdy. And let's see if the combat engineer gets a kill. Does find the rifleman. The rifleman is firing. He's not responding, and goes down. The Pitbulls actually would come to respawn as well. Guess that combat engineer still can't use the handgun. Oh, that's a large number of Firehawks. Does use the laser fence there, which does not save the MCV. I think that was just... Ooh. That was a lot of splash damage, wasn't it? I think I saw at least 1 heroic Firehawk. And maybe 2 or 2 now. Orange has a good number of Pitbulls now attacking his opponent. He does not have the Pitbull mortars. Sells off the airfield. And he may lose that Firehawk on deck. Does the Firehawk on deck. Green Space Board with his own Pitbull. It's a relatively even number. Orange is going to receive a lot of damage and will retreat back. Marv's still in the center of the map and not really collecting a whole lot of Tiberium. Orange's field here. Orange needs to expand up north again. Does he got the elite Firehawk? The heroic one is still flying around. I think it's R19. Yeah, I think it's like R19J or whatever it's called. I don't think it's a whole lot of replays out with R20 just yet. I think R20 came out, what, yesterday? Or the day before? One of the two. Tiberian Spike could be focused down right there. We do have now the Mammoth Tanks finally pushing the way forward. Apply some aggression. Mammoth Tanks will of course be very effective versus Titans. A little bit too late with the adaptive plating there. Could have let one get the adaptive plating in, while the other ones could move away. Now one Mammoth Tank's going to be making his way back home for repairs, likely. The rest of these Mammoth Tanks are going to be pursuing these Titans. Good, it's there onto the Mammoth Tanks. Good. This wounded one will go down. This other one could be pursued by the Titans. Both sides just lacking railguns, so I guess that's relatively even. Over here to have a whole bunch of riflemen. That won't be very useful for some Mammoth Tanks. But this one will be pursued and destroyed. So these other Titans are receiving quite a bit of fire from as well. One more volley does come forward, and it's a mutual trade in the end. Rifleman advancing forward, do got the Mark being engaged, and does crush one of those EPCs, not paying attention right there. And of course got the grenade launchers as those missiles engaging those various units, getting some good hits in. I first thought it was Zocom grenades. Do have a massive wave of hit bolts here. That's a little bit too close to the mark, I will say. All he needs to do is just walk forward and crush a dozen of them. Starting to make his way forward, does crush one, two of those ones. Man, tanks are getting some good rearmor hits there. And does take out the Marv there. Titans now coming forward as well. Finally get the railgun upgrade. Advancing forward, gets some good damage on in. Hit bolts are going to get. There's a shooting gallery for the Titans, that's for sure. Does use the adaptive plating there. No, that's a railgun accelerator. And looks like Orange going ahead and sell off and back out of the game. I would say both sides did I say Orange. One problem with Orange is he did not re-expand to that original Iberian field, and that was so much of regrown. By the way, this is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.